want to invest in crypto, but you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin. And every single video that you watch is always puts you in the wrong direction, and you don't know exactly what to do. Well, in this video, I'm going to be the person that helps you figure out crypto. Big Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Daniel Smith. Can you forgive me? Like with last yesterday, like I was looking forward to having you on, and I made the mistake of not like doing like YouTube. They have a very interesting way of doing it. That's why I came on here today. Like if you are on, I'll just if you have time, I'll add you on. But maybe later on, if we get a few more people, let's see if we can get 80 or 100 people on here. So how you doing, Daniel? Hey, Darren Collins, how you doing, brother? God bless you. My life, haha. How you doing, sister? God bless you. Thank you for that donation. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I am at $1,400. That's with my donation will be. I'm hoping to get. I was hoping I could get 1,000 XRP out at $3.10 or something like that. That would give me some good money. So hey, Ebute Peter, how you doing? God bless you. Good evening to you. Good afternoon to me here. Get spooked. How you doing, brother? Evening, Sunny Lakers. How you doing? Let's see how many people come in. So Daniel, do you want me to send you a invite? Let me know. Let me check if I have your email here. Daniel Smith. I didn't know he placed a bet. I didn't know that. But that's cool. Can you get a link for us here? I can share it to for everybody to see. My title today is No Shaking, Seize Opportunities. So I got one of my friends, my wife and I's friends. She's a sister, actually a member of our church. She had a dream last night. In this dream, she saw that something had happened, and by the time I interpreted it, I told her that there was people going to be laid off. And she told me in that dream, she saw that the crypto portfolio was all red, red, red. So I told her that that's what she saw in the dream yesterday is what's happening right now. So we might see a little bit of a red August, I think. But even XRP rebounded to $3.01 trading earlier today. So it's not just about being smart, get spooked. And I'm not spooked, by the way. So it's not about being smart only. Smart is part of it, but you can't be smart. Your smartness is supposed to find to find to be object. Your smartness creates an objective model within which you find and trace facts. The facts now create truth, or right positional truth, because truth is Christ. But there is positional truth in the sense that a situation can be true. For example, if I have a cold right now, it's true that I have a cold. But amen. Amen. So so my position at this point is that I have a cold. I don't have a cold right now, right? But eventually, when I get better, I no longer have a cold. So the truth is transient at that point. That is, and it's not the same as my truth, your truth. My truth is a selfish, prideful, arrogant approach at destroying truth for whatever my narrative is, right? So Jay Claver is a smart man who knows more than he's putting on. Believe me, it's like me. I have seen documents where the price How many of you know Simon Lewis? He's a British guy, young British man. I think he's left the UK right now because of the taxes and all of that. Simon Lewis at one point showed documentation, and I think he pulled it back because when you start showing these things, it might lead to your channel being attacked by bots or all kinds of things. So people are not doing that. A lot of YouTubers are not getting in. You know, when I first came in, I was showing a lot, doing all this calculator stuff, and I eventually I said, all right, if anybody wants it, it's $99.99 now. It used to be $37.95 when I first put it out, but since then it was introductory. Now I've raised the prices, and I'm still selling it, you know, a bit at a time. Not everybody wants to pay that money, but the people who have paid and watched it, and I even give discounts too for it, they come back and they say, wow, you can't watch that video that I put together. There's 3 of them. One is a live, so it's not polished. It's me waving my hands all over the place, but the information is there. And that's how I started adding on subscribers, because I was showing this. But most of my videos now have just been me talking about stuff. I don't show all of those things. So people like Jake have seen things. And again, if it's not 750, he can easily give away 18,000. But what if it hits 150? Exactly. You join what? Get spooked. Join what? What are you talking about? So I agree. His YouTube channel isn't his bread and butter. His business is. No, but no. What I was trying to say is he can do that, but even then, there's stuff that I think his YouTube channel brings people to his business. So he also has to be careful what he puts out. But I'm telling you that the guy has seen things, because if me with my tiny channel compared to him, and I am not even in the financial industries. I'm an enthusiast. I'm not a portfolio manager. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let me put the link on here for anybody who wants to join and be a member. Just give me a second. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's there are people who are on my thing. They're not here because they don't know about crypto. They like me. They like what I do. And Lambo soon. How about land soon? Kev 481. Kev, I know you're gonna get a nice 5,000-acre property. I know you, Kev. Come on, you're not gonna get a Lambo. You're not getting a Lambo. That's what I'm saying. Get spooked. The guy has seen documents. Let me tell you what's happening in Canada. A lawyer was debanked this week, debanked for buying crypto. Well, I don't know what date it was, but the news came out this week. She was debanked because she bought crypto. I remember when I was buying crypto for our organization, the bank called me. They called me because they saw the name of a company in Australia that was Caleb and Brown. And they said, are you buying Bitcoin? They were going to block the transfer of money. And I said, the board decided that we should invest. I didn't say we're buying anything crypto. I didn't get into and I said, I don't have to disclose to you what our bank has agreed on. The money is in the bank. It's in your account. It's our money. The board of directors or the board of elders decided this is what they wanted to do. And I am the one they tasked with the responsibility. I'm the CEO, I'm the president, I'm the senior minister. And I am carrying out that instruction on their behalf. So I went to the bank. Now, I don't have to go to the bank. I have someone who goes to the bank. But on that particular instant, I went because it's in the city and the other person wasn't able to go. So I did go and I put the instruction in and it went on the instruction of the board. So why are you calling me to ask me? Banks in Canada are asking people, more so the Trudeau government, before he left power, put in a place that you can only spend $30,000 on crypto in any given year. Well, most Canadians don't have $30,000 extra to put in crypto anyway, and they know that. But let me tell you who they made the rules for. They made it for themselves. Every time a rule comes out, the people in power, well, again, I'm not maligning anyone. I'm just saying, they first of all look at what is going to benefit us. How do we look at the vote for the Genius Act? Anything that you see the Democrats and the Republicans voting en masse for must benefit them first. The salary, they have why they vote to send money to Ukraine, because some of that money, a lot of that money comes back to them to pursue their political goals. So, friends, when somebody like Jay Claver is telling you that this thing is going somewhere, thank you, Money Shark Crypto. Wow, appreciate you, man. So I don't like me. What do I do on my channel? And I will be doing more on what's it called? Patreon, because I bring, it's not just about buy this and you make profit. We have to keep our profits, and we have to keep our heads on our shoulders. I want to be accountable to my community, and I want my community accountable to me. And the Lord has shown me that the community that He's bringing my way is more than my local church. I was content to be a pastor in my local church, teaching them. It's not a big church, but I love it. I'm telling you, I feel fulfilled 100%. I feel the Lord with me in that local church. That's where I love to be. You see what I'm saying? So, oh, thank you so much, Get Spooked. I appreciate it. Oh, so you are Money Shark Crypto. Whoa. Now we know. Get out of here, Get Spooked. We want to see Money Shark Crypto more. Hallelujah. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Steve, how you doing? God bless you. I saw Abundant Grace sneak in a moment ago from Germany. Where did Daniel go? So there's 30 of you here. Please like the video. Like the video. Bring it to 30, 30, 30, 30 likes. Oh, okay. You don't know how to chat with your main account. So let me tell you, you go to YouTube, like your profile, and you can switch. Hey, yes. That is World Politics Bio. Bio, right? Hope you're doing good. Text me now. I was thinking about you yesterday. So, guys, please, if you can help me, I'm helping Pastor Matthew. If you can help me, I'm going to put the Pastor Matthew is a friend of mine. I'm his mentor. He's a pastor of a church here. His truck got into a ditch. The insurance is not paying. He needs 3,000 to repair it, and he's not worked for 70 days, and so he's not been able to pay his mortgage. And I've seen it's a genuine case. I have raised some money yesterday at our little at my member group. It was amazing. I just mentioned it that I'm going to sell some XRP because of him. I don't have cash. I don't keep cash, So if you can help me with $500, with $1,000, with $2,000, whatever God puts on your heart, please let me know. Just say I will help, and then I will send you the USDT account. When he gets the money, I'm trying to raise 10,000 for him. That will put his car back on the road, get his mortgage paid. He starts working right when the car is back on the road. Things are really hard for this brother, and very wonderful guy. I mean, like I was praying. I said, God, why did he make some mistakes? And the Lord said to me, this is your test. This is your test. Do you trust me more than your XRP? Do you trust me? Will you love your brother more than the things that are happening? Like more than all of the judgments that you're going to say, oh, maybe he didn't do this right. Bad things happen sometimes to good people. God forbid it. We don't want it. Yeah. Manisha Crypto. You're so funny. Hey, hello, Mutubina, my son. Mahadinka, I hope you are a man, because I say my son. Maybe you are a girl. Oh, thank you so much, Monishak. I appreciate you too. You're awesome. Maybe you can join my Patreon too. Do you put anything on your, like Monishak Crypto, do you put anything on your channel? Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And so for those of you who have helped me so far, I appreciate it. So if you want to help Pastor Matthew get back on his feet, I will put the USDT deposit. Hey, Clifford Imafidon, how you doing, buddy? It's a Friday afternoon, and I'm on live, getting you guys. It's 15 minutes in. Yes, I agree. Ezekiel Onyema, where are you? Oh, no content. Okay. Do you intend to make content? Yeah. So our topic for today is no shaking. People say it's a Nigerian term, no shaking. Yes. Nigerians export to the world. No shaking. No shaking. No shaking means you are rooted to the spot. No shaking. No shaking. No shaking. Seize opportunities. I was telling you about the sister who had a dream and she saw people being something was happening and people were being laid off. And she said she saw her the crypto um, thing and she the portfolio and it was all red. Well, not the yeah, she saw all of the coins were all red and she was like, oh my goodness, what's happening here? What's happening here? And so she was like, what am I going to do? So I told her the Lord is showing you in that dream that there's going to come there's going to come a drop red all around, and it is happening right now. And why did he show you that? He was showing you that so that because as she was telling me the dream, I couldn't figure out what it was. I said a few things. By the time I dropped the call, I got the understanding that she has a need to understand that um, this is opportunity. This is opportunity. So I'm telling all of you right now, this is opportunity. I'm telling you, it's opportunity. But the cryptos we are holding, the cryptos that are ISOs, the cryptos that have utility, the ones that are a commodity, not a. Remember, Ripple was in court for many years. XRP was deemed not a security, but a commodity in July of 2023. I'm going to say this very, very assuredly that before the end of the year, somebody said, oh, you are also guessing like all of us. I am not guessing. I could guess prices. I could just that's random. But I'm not guessing that crypto is going to go up and change many people's life. Why? Because I've seen documentation. I've seen plans. I've connected the dots. There's no way it isn't. And it's already changed my own life and many other people's lives that I know. Let me give you an example. I know somebody whose portfolio was just $1,000. That's all. And that $1,000 became 5,000, became 7,000. And so what they did, they were shocked. They've never seen anything like that grow in the 2 years that they put the money in. So they started putting more money into crypto because they heard from me for the first time. But if they had believed me fully, they would have put more money into it. So if they had put 5,000, the 5,000 would have become 35,000 when their portfolio grew 7 times. A single mom said to me, I had no idea, but I want to say thank you for telling me about this. She said, ever since you said it, each paycheck, I put a little bit towards it. And now when I look at my account, I can't believe how much is there. Money Shark said, I sold all my BTC. I'm only holding 90% of my portfolio XRP. Then rest hedged by XLM and ADA and a couple meme coins. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All glory to God, not me. Yes. Exactly. Like, I don't really watch Jake Claver that much. I watch his shorts, but the guy knows something. He's not the only one who knows something. But the non-disclosures do not allow them to say the things that they have to say. And he doesn't even have the whole picture, in my opinion, but he has a very good picture. Because the people behind the scenes, if they say anything, you know how America is. They can easily it can be used against them. Somebody can say, oh, on October 17, 2025, such and such of BlackRock told me such and such and such. Then it becomes a lawsuit. Jack Don, thank you for posting XPR there. But why did you just say XPR? Could you say something else? Like, why did you just put it there? I believe in XPR. I hold a bag of it. I have even shared a document, a free document that now is no longer free for people who want to buy XPR, and many people bought at the time. So I really believe XPR did a 7x move while I was holding it. Not a big bag, but a decent bag. Okay, you're buying more XPR. Okay, a lot of people are Johnny Matter, God bless you for not saying when Lambo. Because if you had said when Lambo, I would have sent you to the principal's office right away. So I put the Canada Cross-Border Crypto Immersion Retreat is September 11th to 14th. We have 8 seats. And so we're waiting for you this week. Grab your seat so that you can buy your ticket and join us here. If you live in Minneapolis, if closer to the Canadian border, north closer to the prairies, most of the flights are 1 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, and you're here in Winnipeg. Well, I'm not in Winnipeg. I'm outside of Winnipeg, but you can come here and have a great time with us. We're going to be in the White Shell. Best case scenario, Da Vinci Jeremy is right, and BTC goes another 100 in 10 to 20 years. That's not that great compared to the potential. I don't really believe that Bitcoin will just die out, but for it to get to like another 100x, I don't know how long that would take. So you're right. But if you put 20,000 into crypto today and you put it all into Bitcoin, you're not going to go anywhere. Like it's 20,000 will become 40,000 or 10,000 to 20,000. What does that mean? What does that do for you? Right? It doesn't change your life. You want to come from Toronto? Man, you're on fire today. Money Shark Crypto. I notice Jake always watches his words with a smirk and gives a professional confidential. Exactly. There are some questions that are thrown at him. When he does that question and answer thing, they now cut it into, and he goes, "Oh well, So you can be an enthusiast on something and begin to observe the trends. I was talking to somebody today, and I said a friend and I went out to shoot golf balls. I haven't been at the range for a long time, so I picked him up this morning very early, and we went and kind of shot 2 buckets of balls. It was good, yeah. And he was trying to get my swing, because I believe I was coached badly, and I didn't. I have certain habits that are not, but I take responsibility. I have certain habits that are not good for my swing. So he was helping me out, and we're talking about all this stuff. And I said, "Look, man, the way things are going, well, if you have a company that had 1,700 non-disclosures, you don't know what's in the non-disclosures. How do you find out? What you do is that you just follow through. You just follow." You look at what they're doing, follow the money. Bible says money answers all things, all questions. Answer is questions equal answers. So money answers all things. People need to understand what the Bible means by saying money answers all things. So you look around, you look around, you look around. Yeah, okay. We have a non-disclosure, 1,700 of them, but we're going to have a meeting with BlackRock. We have a non-disclosure, 1,700 of them. Oh, BlackRock is speaking at our Ripple Swell event. Really? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we have a non-disclosure, but we're buying Hidden Road. And we're buying Hidden Road. Well, we have a non-disclosure, but we're doing this and that. Oh, we have a non-disclosure. Your non-disclosure, we're seeing what you are doing. Stop telling us about the non-disclosures. We know what you're doing already. Join us in Canada, September 11th to 14th. Let's rock and roll. Send an email. This is where you send the email to. I'm going to put it there, and you can send an email, and we will get you. We'll get you settled in nice and cool. Location will be disclosed in the email where we're going to be. We can't disclose the location here. Hey, Michael, Elisha, how you doing? So if you don't want the information, send an email to aircrew.agility5p@icloud.com. That's my email. Or andaza@icloud.com. But that one, just send it there. And we will send you all the information. The landing airport is right there. You can also email the kryptonite1906 @gmail.com. We're partnering on this, Kryptonite and AH for Truth. They hate for truth. I wonder if whales are distracting everyone with BTC and ETH while stocking up XRP. Even if BTC, uh, Money Shark Crypto, you didn't know that? Is that a question? Is that an honest question, or you're just asking that just to put something out there to discuss? Kev says, I won't be surprised if Jake is saying the minimum price of what he knows. He will lose credibility if he truly said how expensive this thing will be. Uh, as a former hockey player, I might be the worst one hockey player golfer of all time. Oh, God. Jake is NoobTube said Jake is one of the YouTubers that is actually working in the industry with all these made up crypto experts online, and people want to say his price was not that crazy. LOL. No longer get spooked. NoobTube. If you really look at, if you tie the pieces together, like listen, something is built to move value, and the tube only gets bigger because it's scalable. You think that's not going to be something to write home about? It is. No, 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 no. I'm not making fun of you, Monisha Crypto. Please forgive me. I'm not. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. I thought, you. Here's the point. Like, I assume that you know the answer. Come on, tell me you don't know the answer. Let me put it on the screen so everybody can see it. I wonder if whales are distracting everyone with BTC and ETH while stocking up XRP. Even if BTC and ETH flop, the ROI they get from XRP makes up for their ETC. I like your thinking. That's what I think. That's what I believe. I don't believe Bitcoin is just going to go off and be, but I think it'll just sit there and be there, and people can put money there and take it out like an old vault where if you put your money there, you are sure it's there. Like if something is $50,000 and it can go up to 55, come back to 50, 55, come back to 50, 55, come back to 50, and never do anything better than that, you can say, well, I'll just hold it because I know I'm guaranteed that my money is safe. But other than that, I don't know, like what when the utility cryptos kick in and they're doing what they're supposed to do, Bitcoin has no utility, none whatsoever, none. Right? So somebody said it best. BTC is 118, ETH is 3,000, XRP something exactly. I'm 90% sure. Just wanted to hear. Okay, that's good. That's my that no. When I read it, I said, "Are you sure you're not asking?" Because you're asking the question. I said, oh, "This guy knows what he's asking." Because in all honesty, I I did a video once where I said that BTC is going to be the biggest mousetrap in history. I don't know, Michael Elisha. I can't tell. I can't tell. But you decide, pray, decide what you think is best for you. My honest suggestion to people is don't sell your XRP. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. BTC is a flight to safety. Explain that 12. Because when you have, so with XRP, with Algorand, with HBAR, with um ADA, right? Cardano, you have things that are doing something. You get my second book, is there in the description. It's doing something within the system. It has utility, and yet it's a store of value. It beats out Bitcoin any day. Those ones are going to beat it out. There's always something, right? You remember there was a car called the Model K car. Okay, Chrysler had the Model K. Where is it today? Model K car. If you're old enough, you remember what that is. That was Chrysler's answer to the, was it Chrysler or Ford? I'm trying to remember. Because under Lee Iacocca, I think they did Oh yeah, it was Chrysler that introduced it. So the Model K. I'm going to show you a picture of the Model K car. Give me 1 second here. So Chrysler was introduced this as their okay, thank you, 12. I see what you're saying. I want to show you something here, guys. Give me 1 second. So this is the Model K car. Can you see that? Tell me if you see it on your screen. I'm sharing right now. So the Model K car, Model K they called it. Was it Model T, Noob Tube? I know it as a Model K. The framework and everything was called the Model K, and then Ford took it. You know how they share resources, right? Or do I say design and all that kind of stuff? They work together. So this is the Model K car. And who would have thought something else will come? You look at those movies from way back in the 80s and you see cars like this, like, oh my God. But people are already, futuristic people are already talking about what cars in the future will look like. When you look at Tesla today, the way it looks, when you look at, Nissan and Toyota and some of these other, and the sports cars, you go back to the late 70s, 78, 79, and 81, 82, 88, you see that the concepts were already there. People were already conceptualizing what cars would look like in the future. Ross Austin, there you go. Your friend had one. How old are you, my friend? So those of us who have been around for a while can tell. We can look back. And this is why I say I appreciate the young people here who respect us for our age, because age is nothing if there's no wisdom and experience to pass on to the next generation. And they also respect us and they are willing to sit down. That's one of the problems in today's societies. People don't believe that people who have been around for a while have something to teach. In fact, if you are here on today and you're on here today and you should be on YouTube sharing your knowledge, go start your YouTube channel and start sharing things that you have learned over the years. There you go. You can be 50 plus and you even 45 years old. You remember these things, some of these things. You may not have had like the knowledge of what it was exactly, but we're old enough. And because we've seen patterns, thanks, Ross. I was just kidding, asking your age. But when you say you had a friend who had one, it's because we've been around. We've been around. Some of us were driving a car at 18, 19. We already had our first car. I didn't have mine at 18. But, at 16, 17, people were already working at McDonald's, working at the car wash, and they're putting money away for their first car. It's one of the dreams in North America. A 16-year-old from 14, they are delivering papers, all thinking of that first car. Not their first golf club, except they want to play golf or tennis racket. No, it's that car. Nelson Ortiz says people have a tendency of playing it safe. And many of my friends don't believe in crypto. They think it's a scam. I can't tell him how much I am making. No, you can't. You can't tell him how much you are making. So yeah, so that's it. And then we also have, in today's car, like, the Chrysler models for 2025, you see the kind of cars that we have. They look different. They have nothing. So if you look at the Model K, let me show you this one also. Give me 1 second here. I'll just show you. So this is a Chrysler vehicle today. There you go. This is Chrysler. Okay. And if we were to put back here the Model K picture that we had, okay, it probably only take one there. So, but look at it. Look at the difference between this car. This also from the same company called Chrysler. Look at the difference. Look at the ergonomics. Look at the design, the beauty. But we didn't see this then. We saw the Model K, and to us, that was beauty. Ross Austin says, first cell phone commercial was in a Chrysler convertible, and later 80s in a football stadium. Yeah. Money Shark says, I found out from it's actually Edo, not Edno. But I found out from Edo Farina that XRP is actually more finite than BTC, since XRP is black hole and more XRP can be produced, while BTC says you can always still change to code from 21 million to more BTC. Exactly. I saw that somewhere. But they won't tell you that. Maxis won't tell you that. When I first talked about spend the bits here, People couldn't believe it. They said, "Are you sure? Give us the website. Give us the website." I gave it to them. They went to check it for themselves. So that's, you see those two cars, generations apart. Johnny Mata, you need Lambo? Ah, gotta get you a Lambo. Money Shark, which Chrysler? The one I just showed? Yeah, 5 years ago, what did Chrysler look like? Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. So see, there you go. Look at that one. Look at the difference. Money Shark says I'll buy fake Lambo. Ah man, that would be crazy if they change the code. So there you go. But look at the difference, right? It just keeps getting better. And if we go back to the Model K, like, it's unreal. Look at the Model K, man. Look at it. So this is Bitcoin, but it's valuable. You could still drive one. There's nothing wrong with it. Money Sharks, really? I didn't know that. Ross says my dad had a Corvette with Ferrari Testarossa kit on it. Fake Ferrari. Oh my God. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's a new one. So that's it. That's it, folks. People need to calm down. Calm down. This is the market. This is the reality of the market. Somebody had, said, that we're all going to be locked out. We're all going to be the wealthy are never going to allow us to be rich. It was one of the people on the channel was this morning. Some of you may have seen the comment. It was going back and forth, and I'm like, no, don't talk like that. Why didn't they do it with Bitcoin? People got rich off Bitcoin, and some of them were ordinary people who bought Bitcoin at like, people still get wealthy if they do the right things and they favor upon their lives, God's blessing. They still get wealthy through hard work and ingenuity and innovation, or listening to what's happening and investing in new technologies. It can change your life. Can you imagine if you had bought like, why would people say that of crypto and not say that of stocks? You're more than welcome to go and buy stocks. And there are people who have bought stocks with their with money that came from, like, bonuses, with their refunds from government. They put it into stocks, and those stocks today have grown 100 times. So if you had a stock you bought for pennies, and the company went on to do very well, and you were able to enter in at a good position, and it grew 100 times, $5,000, 100 times, what would that be? 1,000 times, what would that be? See, my dad's friend Foster, who passed, used to make cars from scratch. He was more into vintage American cars. He would buy some genuine parts and remake 1970 Mustangs and cars like that. Wow. A lot of people don't even know there are businesses like that. No. Well, I see some things online, but this is interesting to hear and to know. Yeah. No shaking. No shaking. We hold on, we believe, because we know things are going to change. And what is XRP at right now? That's our reference point. We're looking at it at $3.02. When I looked before I jumped on here, it was $3.01 US. I always say that so that people know, just in case I have some Canadians watching me. Now let's go look at the graphs. Let's go look at the charts. How many of you want to look at the charts with me? So I got 42 people in here looking. So let's look at the charts together. Let's see if I can change this around a little bit here. Okay. So let's look at the charts. If you're just joining, you want to come join us in Canada on September 11th to 14th, send an email to the email address that is in the chat. I believe I put it on earlier, or even in the, just look on the, you can send to Kryptonite, or you can send to my email. I'm going to pin it so just so people can. So that's where you send the email to if you want to join us here in Canada in September. Okay, so let's go to the charts. Let's take a look. Right, so this is all. I was looking at it with somebody earlier. Okay, so it's 301 right now. So it's going between 301 and 302. Okay, so that there you have it. Look at all the lows and the highs, and the lows and the highs. The now you have a low that has been trending, a new low at $2 for a while, 1.9, $2, and now we're beginning to see that a new bottom is somewhere around the 2.95 and $3.10. That's where we've seen it hovering. So there's the likelihood that we're going to see a new, like if you look at this trend, the way it goes, right? Well, we're going to see something somewhere around 5, 10, and it will sit there for a while like that. But more than anything, utility, laws, adoption is what will make the juices flow. And nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. Have a look at BTC halving chart and the altcoin rally this time. Very small response. It's almost like they are pumping their BTC gains onto a private ledger. I ordered food. I want to make sure that I don't miss it. I almost forgot. Have a look at BTC halving chart. Yeah. Keep on accumulating XRP. Yeah, I have to pick up my order. I still have some few minutes scheduled on here before I take off. So, yeah. Profits are leaving Bitcoin and going into XRP. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. XRP made it to CNBC. XRP made it to CNBC. Thank you. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. I gotta pick up this here. Yeah, XRP made it to the news, right? They're on CNBC. They're talking about XRP. They're talking about XRP. And that tells you, you think they're not watching? You think people will, like, where are all the maxis? Where are all the people who hate on XRP? They're all quiet. Why are they all quiet? You know why? Because they've come to realize The truth has come. And like I've been telling you, when it happens, it's going to blow at once, one time, and it's not coming back down. People still think there will be cycles, like the cycles back and forth, up and down. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. They even put XRP logo into Matrix movie. Matrix. Yes, yes, yes. Neo worked for Meta Cortex, a software bank. Just like you said with Chrysler, the idea of software bank in 1990 would have been crazy. Exactly. But now we're having the software bank is coming, right? In it. It's coming. So just for your one more time, I'm the crypto immersion retreat. If you're coming, um, the first video I ever saw you make me laugh so hard. People will faint when they. Oh, that one had almost. You had 58,000 views. I was shocked. I was like, yeah, and I had a lot of people join the channel. Like 2,000 subscribers joined the channel from that one. Yeah, it's been a good ride so far today. Just thank you everybody. We now have like how many subscribers? Let's see. 9,031. 9,031 subscribers on August 1st. That's amazing. Yeah, so what are we going to do if we get 31? We are going to have 1,000 again this month. So I want to see what happens when it hits 10,000. Does YouTube give anything? They should send me money. Oh, my discovery video. Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, when I started, there was only 10 subscribers on November 1, and I didn't know what they were doing there. Like, what are you guys subscribing to my channel for? Do you just click on subscribe? But I remember putting on small prayer video there. It wasn't like even 30 seconds or so. Oh, 10-ton hammer. Where are you from? 10-ton hammer. Thank you so much for subscribing. Where are you joining us from? Just spooked, but I like your commentary, man. It's awesome. Awesome. 10-ton, where are you from? Join the channel, be a member. It's only $5.11. I want to be doing more member oriented videos because no arguments. When you are in a member group, it's amazing. The people are talking your language, no silly questions. When I say silly, stupid questions. Like I'm in the bathroom taking a dump. What do I do? Should I tell you where I am? I'm whatever. My wife's boyfriend is outside my house. What should I do? Like you're trying to get into a state of flow. I always say that, right? Nevada is Nevada. Woo! What are the crypto rules like there? Are they friendly to crypto in Nevada? Are they? The South has it straight in every way. The South of USA is a different animal than the North. Yeah, I know. I know. But to us, North Dakota is south of us, right? But you got Minneapolis, you've got like Minnesota, right? Minnesota is like, then you got Illinois, you got how far is what where do you place Wisconsin? It's Wisconsin like 11 hours from here. You wow. Tax-free state. Woo, woo, woo. What's the population of Nevada? Wisconsin is good too. That's why most of the LLC are Wisconsin. I have a Wisconsin LLC, but I don't know. And they have it all played out nicely for if you're a foreigner and you want to have non-American citizen, you can have stuff there too. Where do you want to move to? North Dakota? No, it's not Wisconsin. Sorry, it's Wyoming. Wyoming that has it better for crypto. Wyoming, yeah. Soon Florida is going to be a crypto haven. The politicians here are trying to make an industry here for crypto and AI. Of course, Vegas is still great for investment properties. You see, our politicians in Canada are running a maintenance system. And there's three. I said in one of my lives last week, I talked about two. I think it was a member live I did. I can't remember. It was for the three M's. You need movers, you need multipliers, and you need maintainers. These three work together. But if you have only maintainers in the system, what happens is the movers that will now come will be movers towards destruction. Because like in Florida now, you have movers, politicians who are movers, and the multipliers and the maintainers working together. The movers bring innovation. They say, oh no, we've got to move things. We can't stay where we are. We have to make changes. But the non-movers, they don't want any change. So movers are necessary. The Holy Spirit moved over the waters. Move, move, move. Multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. That's the next M. And the last one is move, multiply, and maintain, manage. So you need managers, you need maintainers. But the problem is you can't have maintenance without the apostolic ingenuity and visionary and grace of the movers. Movers envision the future. They see things before they become a reality. They're given a gift to see into the future, and they create systems and structures and hire the right people who now will help them multiply. And multipliers are important because without the multiplier, the mover will they will run mad because there's nobody to implement what they're seeing. And then the managers come in to maintain the ship, but they should not maintain status quo, because status quo is in this mess we find ourselves. What they should do is to refer to the mover, say, what are you guys doing? Multipliers, what are you guys doing? So that we can help manage. But once you lose out to the managers, once you lose out to the maintainers, and they kick out the movers, they kick out because they get used to the danger. Managers and maintainers can get used to what they have, used to what they're enjoying, that they don't want to change. So when a mover comes in and says we have to change things, they say no, 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 no. So that's why you have civil servants and long-serving politicians. They become maintainers, they become managers, and so nothing changes. Hello, Wande, how are you doing? Let me know if I can chat with you later. Thank you. 10-ton hammer. Thank you so much for joining. 10-ton hammer. Please, somebody welcome 10-ton hammer. He just joined our channel. Well, he's not a member, but he joined. He subscribed today. So I appreciate that. Money Shark says Illinois and New York are demonic. Of course. Oh, God. 3.2 million. Okay. Vegas is still great for investment properties. Wow. Why is Vegas great for investment properties? Is it because of people traveling in and out? Thank you, Wendy. Yeah. My life, you are still in this room. She's there. Oh God, I have some interesting people. Oh, just love you guys. She's been here. She came in early and she's been here all along. All right, so I'm going to be done in like 7 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. Join the member, become a member. My life, tell him what it's like to be a member. Tell 10-ton hammer what you're enjoying already. But if you're not enjoying anything, don't say anything. Wait till you start enjoying anything to say something. But tell him sincerely what it's like. Oh, 10-ton hammer. The price is still low on Vegas property and the city is still growing. Every year the city expands and it's like a new city. But I was hearing some Canadians were like griping, oh, it's not good. No, we're not going to Vegas anymore. But I think it's more like, besides the Trump thing, the hatred for Trump with the liberals in Canada, I think the biggest thing is that there is the dollar, the Canadian dollar now. I don't know how much it is, but $1 is, let me check, one US dollar to Canadian is right now $1.38. $1.38. So if you have 1,000 US dollars, it'll be 1,381 Canadian. Thanks, my life, for saying that. So for you to join as a member, it's $5.11 a month, 10 ton. Yeah. Maybe did you grow up there? 10 ton. Because if you grow up somewhere, it doesn't matter. You always like, oh well. It's like my kids, they grew up in this city. It's like, oh yeah, no. If CBC told the people the sky is blue 9 times, yeah, they have the people under some kind of a spell. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's unreal. Yeah. Hmm. That's the joining link. If you're interested, take a look and God bless you. We're going to name it Lambo. Johnny, are you working right now? How old are your kids? 10 ton. If they are young, you have an opportunity. You move, man. Are you thinking Florida or North Dakota? North Dakota has some. The Bakken oil fields has really, really done a lot for that. For the like Fargo is not far from me. It's about 3.5 hours. So we used to do a lot of sporting trips to Minneapolis, Minnesota, Twin City type of thing. When tariffs, oh wow, they're young, man. Move them. When tariffs hit, it was like COVID again in grocery store, but instead of anger towards non-maskers, it was anger towards anyone buying America. I know. Yeah, they don't like Trump on the left. And the funny thing about it is that Trump was not in power when the grocery prices started going up. It was under Trudeau. There was no power, like when the prime minister says, oh, our values are Muslim values, like it should be, our values should be neither Muslim nor Christian. It should be, the government should stay out of religion. If you're in government and you're a Muslim, go to the mosque. If you're a Christian, go to the church. If you're a Hindu, go to your Hindu, go wherever. But when you begin to say that as a government, what about the Sikhs? What about the Hindus? What about the are you going to now say, oh, Canadian values are Hindu values? Canadian values are Sikh values? It just tells you the people who are in power, like, I don't know how they think, to be honest. You know, I know the military has really been, it's so bad that we just think Canadians think they're better than Americans for some reason because of all the. What I like about America is that people can actually air their views. They can be angry. They can say, I don't like this. I don't like that. And each of the states are like a small country on their own. It's a very good thing. In fact, in Canada, that's the way it's supposed to be. But Trudeau created a situation where, and it's been even before Trudeau's time, his own father, before Justin's time, Pierre, that you can see how they did, and he had 16 years in power. 12 first, then an interim where somebody else came in, and he came back for another 4. 16 years. Oh, Canada indeed. And now banks are debanking people. Banks are stopping people from buying crypto. Meanwhile, they're connected. Do you know Kraken is officially recognized by Canadian government to be a crypto platform? Coinbase is, right? And then there's a couple others. But I'll tell you this: whenever you see the government supporting anything, it's not because of me and you. At the end of the day, it's because of themselves, because they can buy, they can trade. It's always about them, those who are there. That's why they never want to leave. So banks stopping people from cashing out and things like that, like, it's not, you can I don't have any problem with my banks, but there's been news of people having issues, and that's why people need to be educated. You don't go and cash out your 10 bitcoins through the bank. They will block that account. It's too much money. I agree. 10 ton. Canada is the truth. Mike Tyson said it best when he met the greatest mayor my city ever had in Rob Ford. People want a bad person in power who pretends to be a good person. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you for saying that, Money Shark. I didn't. Yeah, you can buy crypto on Wealth yes, but you also have to be careful that Wealth is not looking to keep you. You have to be. Can you move your crypto off of there into a cold wallet? You have to research all these. There's net coins. How are they being set up? The reason why Caleb and Brown was kicked out is that Caleb and Brown actually gave you real 100% authority over your assets. So that Coinbase in Canada and Kraken are okay, but Simple, I don't know. I need to research it a little bit because I see some of them are trying to put this assets in a bucket, like an ETF type of thing, and then you buy into it, and then it tracks, and then they give you 8% or 10%. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's okay. Amber, where are you? Oh, yeah, there's Mexi too. I didn't remember to mention that. There's a couple crypto. I use Coinbase. There's KuCoin, but KuCoin is not allowed in Canada. It's unfortunate. Which one has high fees? The Coinbase one day. They're like banks. It's very expensive to deal with these guys. Have you ever tried to deal with Ethereum? But Kryptonite will always say, let's not think like that. We have the opportunity. That's what he said. When I say it's expensive, oh no, so it's like, okay, you can do this. Just invest. Once again, if you're coming to Canada, this is the week to register. But to register, you have to send an email to the email on the flyer, or the email that's pinned to the comments on here. Send us an email, and then I will send you all the details. We can't disclose location just because we are on live. We're not going to gather a few people who are interested in crypto in a place and tell everybody where we are. That's not the way to do it. So you will know. It'll be sent to your email, and then the amount you have to pay. Also, we're not saying it's not cheap, but it's also not expensive. For 2 nights, you get actually 4 days, of which your travel day is Thursday. You arrive on Thursday. We'll pick you up at the airport, or you can rent a car if you want to enjoy driving into the country. We'll drive into the woods. We're going to be in the white shell by the grace of God. If nothing changes, I just want you to know that it could change. Why? Our venue could change because if there's too much smoke, they cut off. If there's forest fires or anything like that, they will cut off the highway, and then we'll have to stay in the city. But all the same, everything will be great. Mm. Yes, lifestyle of the snowbirds. I envy you. You went to Ontario. You left me. You should have brought me your suitcase and snuck me through the security. How was Ontario? Where were you exactly? Kitchener, Guelph, Toronto. Tell me, where were you? Kenora. Kenora is not far from me, actually. Amen. Actually, my house has been this house I live in, the one you see me videoing in sometimes, it was built in 1988. It's a little dated. To renovate it, I need like man, to renovate it up to date, you will need anything from 400 to half $500,000. So, you know, to make it look like this one. Oh, even the pool alone. My neighbor has a pool. They spend he's in the pool business. Young man, just one kid, and they're making a lot of noise in their pool right now. They're swimming. Ajax. They call it Ajax. I call it Ajax. Ajax, just outside Toronto. Yeah, I've been to Ajax. I've been all around that. They're like hunting grounds for me. Never lived there, but just work takes me there, business, all kinds of things. Yeah. So Money Shark Crypto, Toronto boy. Ajax is beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. I like to have a house where I can baptize people in the pool. Obstacle. How about that? No problem. No problem. No problem. The retreat is good because even for people who have been in crypto, a lot of people are into crypto. I coach people and they will tell me, oh, I've been in crypto since 2017. But there's so much that they're just buying and stacking and stacking. So, one guy had a lot of crypto on an exchange. I'm like, what is it doing there? Get it off the exchange. Like, you can lose everything. And he has a lot. He didn't know what a cold wallet was, but he just left it on the exchange. Heed the call. Where were you? How are you feeling? Are you well now? I hope you're doing well. If you also have a group of people who would like to do a crypto online 3-hour event and they don't want to travel, let me know. We will help them out. I have a very special program for that, 3 hour, but it's, you've got to send me an email and ask about it. Oh, okay. I don't go to casinos. I don't gamble. But yeah, I think I've heard about that. There's this great one here also in Winnipeg, outside where I am. Nice small community. Yes, Ajax, where my sister still lives, is beautiful. Yeah, the GO train goes through all of those. Money Shark. You were born and raised, so Toronto has changed a lot from 20 years ago. The premier there just thinks that attacking Trump is his work, right? So, like, if you don't say anything bad about Trump, you're not a good person. You have to say like Trump is evil, he's a Satan, he's the worst person to ever live on the planet. Why do people talk like that? I don't even know. Like, just settle yourself and your family. Like, he's going to be out of there in 3 years and 5 months. It's going down 4 years, and it's done. I'm better, thank you. I should be fully recovered this month. Okay, amen. I'm glad to hear that. Wonderful. I know. I know. Toronto. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody. Trump doesn't even know who. No, he doesn't. That for, and he stands there like, oh, I'm gonna. It's all about riling the base. Rob was amazing, but he had some issues, right? Yeah, they said the guy was awesome. He really had a strong following too, and I think his brother Doug rode on the fame and success of his own brother to become. I know, I know. No problem, Tenton. I really appreciate you coming on. Yeah, God bless you. Yeah, the media has been so nasty, so terrible. But remember, it's not the media; it's the people behind the media, the wealthy leftists. They are only leftists for the control of people. They are not leftists for their own ideals. They are conservative in thinking. They do whatever it is to preserve their own money, their own wealth, their own reach. They keep getting richer and reaching, globally. But when it comes to, thank you so much, one day, like the video so that other people can watch it after. Please like the video. And I thank you so much all for coming and joining me here. I'll see you all in a bit. God bless you. Bye for now. Please don't forget, if you want to come to Canada, send an email to me at the email pinned right now in the comments, or just send one in the flyer. And if you are watching after this was done, you can do the same too. Thank you for joining me on this afternoon.